My neighbor Doreen came over to my house recently and she caught a glimpse of my guest room bed. She asked me how I made it, so I figured I'd put together a video showing her how I did that and that I'd share it with you all as well. Because if you've ever had guests, you want to make sure that they're very comfortable, and one of the things that you have to have is a wonderfully made guest room bed. So I'm going to show you how now. Now we're going to start off with the essentials, a fitted sheet and a flat sheet, and then I'm going to add 3 more things for you to make a gorgeous bed. The first thing that I'm going to add is a coverlet. You don't have to have one, and if you don't, you can still make a gorgeous bed without it, but it does give those guests who like to have a little extra weight on them something to cover them up and also to keep them warm on slightly cooler nights. So I'm going to go ahead and add a coverlet, then I'll add a duvet, and then some pillows. So I'm going to take this coverlet and I'm going to tuck it into the base of my mattress here. Into the back to the bottom, and then tuck in the sides. I like a tailored look, so I'm going to fold down the top of the coverlet much like I did the fitted sheet. This just gives it a nice, really pretty tailored look. And then I'm going to do hospital corners just to make sure it's all nice and tight before adding my duvet. The next element of a nice bed is a duvet. A duvet, if you don't know what one is, it's basically a down comforter with its own pillowcase. And I prefer these to regular comforters because the down comforter can last you for years and years. And when you get tired of your duvet cover and you want to change, you can just buy a new one. And it won't cost you a whole lot to do that. So I'm going to tuck button side down in there, and rather than folding this duvet cover all the way over the bed, which you certainly can do, I am going to fold it over the edge of the bed here, because we live in the South and sometimes it gets a little warm and you don't need the whole comforter. So I'm just going to fold it in nice little thirds at the foot of the bed, just like so. The last thing that I'm going to add, and I am a big lover of pillows, I'm going to add a lot of pillows here. You'll see I have a couple shams and then some functional pillows as well. So I'm going to put the first 2 pillows that I have. These are the ones that your guests actually sleep on, the very back, because they're not very pretty to look at. Then I'm going to add some shams that match the coverlet. You don't have to have shams that match your coverlet. I just happen to have them. And then lastly, I'm going to add the shams that match my duvet. Now, it doesn't look quite complete just yet. We are missing a couple of things here. I still need to work on this duvet. Hold on one second. It's not quite perfect. There we go. All right. The last element of a really beautifully made bed are throw pillows. So I'm going to add some that have my color palette here. Put a little karate chop in the middle of this one because it's made out of down. Put this one here and tuck this one here. So now you see you have a beautiful bed. If your guests get chilly at night, they can just pull the duvet cover over them to keep themselves warm. But here it's very inviting. Who doesn't want to sleep in a bed full of wonderful pillows?